as you can see, I've got a slightly exciting update. It's exciting for me anyway. I went to Lowe's spur of the moment yesterday, and I decided to finally try to get my little Arbor project started. And not only did I start it, but I pretty much finished it. Some people might like to call this janky. I like to call it resourceful. So I bought 4 7-foot T-posts. So that's the tallest I had. I would have liked to go with an 8-foot because by the time you hammer it into the ground, you're losing about 10 inches. But that's alright. I'm only 5'6". So, yeah, so I also bought some chicken wire that was on sale. It was like $4 for a big roll of it. And I started at this end with the open end, and I just kind of rolled it over the top. And then all the way back down. And like I said, it's a little, I don't know, I like it. I think it's interesting. I tried to make these supports with my extra sticks that I've got, and just a PVC pipe that I had laying around. I don't really like the PVC pipe. It kind of takes away from it. Maybe I'll change that when I get something else. And then I had these 2 other cool sticks that I had saved, and I don't know, I just tied them to the front, make it a little more rustic, I suppose. And then last night, as the sun was setting, it was completely dark. I went ahead and potted up some of these sweet peas. It's an early giant variety. I've never grown sweet peas here before. Don't know how well they'll do, but I suspect in winter here it should be fine. So what I just did, I put a couple on the sides of these pots, so I have them up against the fence. I don't really want to, I might try growing some in the ground, but I don't know if they'll do that well. So just got those in last night, some nice soaked water, or soaked them in some water, and then yeah, we'll see how that goes. And I've got a nice little blue jay. Ooh. I'm definitely underplaying how excited I am about this, honestly. See, I've got a good amount of headspace. So, I'm so excited. I'm stupidly excited over this, honestly. Hi, pretty boy. Alright, and the next exciting update is I think I finally have enough mulch. We went and bought about 10 more bags and filled that up. So my next layer is the soil. And I'm going to try to get a bunch of that. I'm going to use my mom's truck and get a big bulk order of organic soil. And start planting, hopefully. But one thing I actually did, because I don't know exactly when I'm going to be able to get my soil, is I threw some random bean sprouts, or bean seeds, all throughout there, because before I actually started digging out any of this, I had thrown a bunch of random bean seeds out here, and I didn't think anything would come of them, but I found some. I found a couple sprouting out here. Here's another little one. got two little ones right here. So yeah, like I said, it was a random mix. It was like basically a soil cover crop package of seeds, and I just threw them all throughout here. And you know, I've been doing a lot of walking and trampling around out here, so I didn't expect anything to come of it, honestly. And the seeds were also old, but I am happy to announce I've got some beans. So that really encouraged me to stop holding on to all these seeds that I have and waiting for the perfect situation, because things just kind of want to try to grow. So like I said, I broadcast, actually I had 3 different types of beans, and I kind of spread them in 3 segments on this pile. I don't know how well they're going to do in the mulch, but I mean, if they just grew in the sandy soil on top of the ground here, I'll give it a shot. Might get something out of it. And my next part of my project on the west side of the garden, this whole area is kind of troubling me. But I think what I'm finally actually going to do is create a whole nother bed here and have it swoop all the way around this sort of corner pocket and have a little walkway out. I still haven't cleaned up much of that mess, but as you can see, I've used it in other projects, so you know. And then just have like a little walkway through here. Might have a potting shed or something back here. Still trying to decide. Might put some shady garden beds back here. And then the next big thing is my sort of rain garden swale sort of situation. It's really more of a rain garden, or it's going to be rather. It's hard to tell how deep it is, but I've got about almost 2 feet down there. Got a giant root there I'm going to have to take out. But we're working on making a slow grade, hopefully 10 to 15 degrees, and then have a nice deep pocket down there to hold a lot of water and soak into the ground and replenish the aquifers. What else did I do? Oh, I had a bunch of collected seeds. I was gonna say scavenged seeds. I don't know. I had like some zinnias and just a whole bunch of seeds that I saved from when I worked at the garden center and out in the wild, and I scattered them kind of all throughout any of these beds, just random. And you know, like I said, with the peas, it really encouraged me to just throw your seeds out there, you know, especially if they're wildflowers. They just want to take off. And I managed to hook up this little sprinkler system. It's one of those ones that goes back and forth, and I let that run over the whole part of the yard yesterday. So hopefully everything's nice and moist. And yeah. Mama, what you doing? Hey, I'm watching you, mister. So aside from all the exciting stuff, my zucchini have really suffered. Lots of little freaking caterpillars eating all my buds and stuff. Haven't been keeping up on them as well as I should. And this one is especially disappointing. I mean, just look at that. They just decapitated these things. Really sad. I might go get some more starts and just scrap these, because I keep trying to find the BT, but no one ever has it. But I went ahead and I had some Black Beauty seeds anyway, and I popped a couple more in there, see if they'll take off. And as far as these crops are going, still pretty good. Some of them are still a little bit slow, but this is my fastest growing one yet. I'm going to take off some of those bottom leaves there. You can still see a lot of caterpillar damage. I got to get in there and get them all out. Brussels are looking good. Really excited about these. I love Brussels sprouts. I love, love, love Brussels sprouts. And I think I see one of my first little peppers coming out. How cute. This is actually on the purple bell pepper. And again, the leaves, I thought it was a watering issue. It might still be, but I'm not quite sure what the problem is. Gotta do more research. But they seem to be producing all right. Looking pretty good. In my Lowe's trip, I also picked up this little shepherd's hook. It says Sunshine State. It was only $7 when it was usually 20 bucks, so that's really good. Alright, and maybe my final update after all that is my Dombiya is finally getting some blooms. And of course, you know, I should probably get them out of this pot pretty soon, but I'm just wondering, I'm sure I could just bury it in the dirt. I mean, that's all Florida is a bunch of dirt. And actually, I had these Dwarf Chaya. My old coworker gave me a couple clippings from her neighbor. She didn't really know what it was, but it's Dwarf Chaya. And I had it in my Dombiya pot, actually, and I decided to plant them up. I got another one further down. This is the only one that's got some good growth on it yet. But yeah, Chaya is a great green. The only thing is it does have cyanide, so it does need to be boiled for at least 10 to 15 minutes, I've read. I'm still a little hesitant on that, so I don't know how much use I'll really get from it, but I'd rather have it just for some diversity. I'll definitely try it someday, just that's definitely a little off-putting. Ooh, having a hard time focusing. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and follow me on my gardening and sustainability journey. Thank you so much. Bye. You gonna get it? No, you're not gonna get it. Mama.